Nice. So So hi there. So I guess it would be really nice to start, and let me try to. Yeah, if it's like the some for somebody like the music pretty loud, just let me know and we can like put it much lower or maybe turn off or so. So it's really nice to see you everyone here, and yeah, let's start. So really welcome everyone here, and I'm really happy that actually it's like the fourth in the row at ours, but officially the third one. And probably would like to talk about like what we actually been doing for the past days, weeks, months, who knows. And yeah, so briefly, like what's you may see in the meme that actually posted, that we actually been going through a lot of issues with the Kodadot per se, and we've been like struggling with a lot of the technical issues. And this is like briefly like the agenda, like what we like doing for the past weeks for you. So actually we like generally like the upgrading for the from the whole SPA application to the Nuxt, which is like server side generated. So it's like way faster, maybe 5, 7, maybe 10 times. We'll be like working on that. then actually been the changing our indexing partner from the subquery to subsquid. So for example, Spotlight, Serious Insights, and other queries actually which are planned, which are much more complex, will be made by the subsquid, and we think about it like where we can keep the subquery or the remove it for a whole until they like make service much more reliable for us. Then the quite important was like we actually migrating from the Netlify, which is sort of our the CDN provider right now, and because we would like to cut on the costs and keep it like as much low as possible, and the Cloudflare like offers for us much better services for the serving the assets with the really quite fast speed and the best probably the best in the world network of the edge servers out there. Then actually, yeah, once we actually migrate to the Cloudflare, we actually forget about the upgrade the minting functions, which actually heads up goes to the DeepLogic, who actually told us about it, and it should be like fixed by today. Then one of the biggest issues we had like was about the service worker, which actually you literally had your browser been aware about the new site, but your client side didn't show you up until you actually hit the clear cache and the reload. And then actually, yeah, it was funny that actually Cloudflare just stopped building our production deployments. Actually, we couldn't update it much. It was literally out of the control, and then renaming the branch. So yeah, that's briefly the agenda by my side, and then will be the wiki and the Klian actually speaking, and probably the Damsky will tell about something. So actually, let me go through brief to the notes. So speaking briefly, like we are on the steady rise on the people like contributing to the Kodadot, which is actually right now you can see the number like around now is like almost 150 pull requests, which actually is over 4 pull requests per day, and probably our current the KPI would be like something around the 200 pull requests, and the current distribution amongst the 14 people, and we are looking forward to bring it like how to say it looking forward how to lower the coordination costs, because right now how our making the changes in the app is really nice. We try to put the issues as small as possible fragments, but still there is a lot of the stuff going on there, and it's really heavy on the coordination stuff and for small issues and code reviews, etc. And but I think there is forming the teams of the people. We actually had the call last Friday, and seems like going quite well, and that's actually great about it. Yeah. So yeah, we've been looking forward to have like the great pace of the updating app and bringing much more the quality experience for people out there. So yeah, speaking of the migrating to the Netlify and the Cloudflare, so actually this is probably last time you probably see these numbers, because we are migrating to the Cloudflare and we're already seeing there really nice numbers, and we trying to nail down some speed issues, serving issues, and etc. So briefly, right now you can see like we had like some really nice the peaks. Like, oh, did they update it? No, whatever. So we had like something like the all-time high like number of the builds was like 44 on the 3rd of the January or the 4th of the January, which is really nice. So previous the all-time high was like something around the 32 builds, which was in the back in the early November or October, if I'm right. And briefly, yeah, we actually eat a lot of the build minutes. Actually, there's a lot of activities happening on our side. Oh wow, Dakago is here. So good morning. It's really nice. And that actually we have like significant amount of the build times there. So that's really nice. We have like some bandwidth, which actually was taking screenshot on the 13th of January. So it was like around of almost 400 gigs. And our usual was like hitting almost the 1 terabyte for just the static assets. Actually, it's quite a lot for the like 10, yeah, it was 7,000 unique visitors, and almost over the 250,000 of the page views. So actually it's like 300, but it was like probably ending the market, and the Kodadot is like slowly picking up the wind as we are introducing much faster UI, and we'll be rolling some special stuff for the gaming items or something like that. So I guess we got briefly much higher numbers with that, but probably with reducing some bundle size, it will be probably lower for this bandwidth to be served or something like that. So this is briefly like the page views or so, and this you can like see the long tail, which actually we started migrating to the Cloudflare, which is like different the CDN operator. And yeah, briefly that's it for the Netlify. For the war room, which is actually sort of our all hands developers channel, we finally have like our first time together call, because we don't like have any voice meetings, to be honest. We just use the pull request issues and that's it. So actually we are just the like text adventure over the code or something like that. And we have like participating there, and was regularly aim was like just to know each other or so, because we actually see each other like on frequent daily basis in the pull requests and issues as well, and the Discord as well. And it was really nice to see how each other was learning, takeaways, etc. And I guess it was like really had quite the magical energy to like exchange the various the thoughts on development, the reflections, and what we can contribute and what we can like doing there for the next or something like that. So it was really nice. I guess we'll try to keep it on maybe the bi-weekly, or we'll see, and probably off the record, because like everything is like recording on in our pull request and the code base. Actually, not any need to be recorded at all there. Then yeah, we've been releasing the beta, which was really nice, and been chatting with the Leo like if we should like release it, because we seems like everything was in the check, but suddenly it actually wasn't. And yeah, it was like the 10 minutes before the dinner time, and the ones actually deployed the been live, it actually found like actually there is like no much people are using it. So I actually been curious like what's happening there, and then actually find out about it. Actually, yeah, we had like the stuff which is called like the service worker. So the service worker was like something which sits in your browser, and it's small little beast is actually caching all the static assets and keeps you like the working app, even if you don't have like any sort of the internet connection or so. But issue was like that with our whole new deployment in the Next was that the Next was serving the service worker on the sw.gs, where actually all the instance was like checking service worker gs. So actually when the service worker checked for the new data, it actually got response, but received the response with no revisions. Actually, he doesn't update your sort of the client or something like that. So actually, we had like quite time to guessing what's the way to do it, or how we can like tell the other people out there what's needs to be done. So actually, I've been tackling around how to simulate it, and worst problem was like that. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, he's muted. Thank you. So actually, worst problem about the service worker was something like around the lines that that once it couldn't be like simulated on the local host, because service worker was behaving differently on the CDN, because you can like much simulate the previous old environment until you spend time a lot of the orchestrating or something like that. So then actually we had like to learn how the service worker works or so for the last 5 years, and what was like the different version there. And then yeah, basically that was it. So actually I found like there is like some service worker script which actually we pushed for all the users there, and then actually once we put it online, we slowly start seeing like the all the users are start seeing like the new UI or so. And yeah, that was it. So yeah, and then actually yeah, we found like the NFT code was like also not serving, and that's it. So actually some people actually still using the Safari may steal the old Kodadot, but I think if they are using it actively, they already should see the new toast, which actually tells them there is like new version, and once they click it, they should like clear their cache session, etc., and they should like fetch the whole new stuff. Then we have actually work on the security. Oh yeah, that's actually forgot to update. So actually stuff is that we will be partnering with the London group of the hacker bounties. It's called the 100F, and we've actually been issuing a few bounties because we're actually getting quite complex code. And we would like to be open as a transparent about the disclosure there. And so far we actually fixed the headers. So actually right now the code is like even have a higher security scores even than before. And we will be like opening a few the security labels, because we are aware there might be there some security issues, but we couldn't figure out working exploit by ourselves. But we bet there must be something. So we like it's like our bet against the undisclosed vulnerability, and trying to fix it as possible before somebody black hat actually does, or doing some the double spend, etc. And actually, yeah, we had like the broken minting, and that was like reported by the deep logic, which actually was a problem that how we actually minting work is actually your client gets the temporary keys for the pinata and actually pin the files on our behalf, and actually the keys are gone. But we forgot to actually that functions wasn't deployed on the Cloudflare, so actually it was like asking back to the Netlify, but there was like the CORS issue, which is like cross-site origin stuff, and it couldn't be like called that function. So actually right now we could just finish the implementation of the estuary, which is the service by the Filecoin, and that actually will bring the fruit like we could like the pin the files, which actually could be up to 32 gigabytes. And yeah, we'll probably talk about it later or so. We need to do some benchmarks or something like that. And files which are pinata through the estuary still should be like served to the pinata, but yeah, we'll be changing it, and still the images will be going for the Cloudflare. But I guess the wiki will speak about it as well. And then for the new developers, yeah, we had like the repository cleaning, which was really nice. So we like made a bet like change the upstream the repository to main Nuxt with the vision to like change it back in the October, but seems like it actually did some more problems than goods. So actually we just renamed it back to the main, which was like original name before, but the problem was like a lot of GitHub integrations actually didn't count on that. So actually some GitHub integrations actually stopped working, or actually need to re-import the whole project, or code scanning or static analysis or whatsoever, and it introduced really bad commits by the bots or something like that. So actually a whole machinery of the APIs actually didn't count about the renaming to the branch which actually was existing before. And yeah, that was it one. And the other actually contributors actually doesn't have the new upstream because they already got to sync the main branch, and they actually renamed from the main to the main, which actually was existing old one. So it's like quite the glitch, I would like say. But yeah, whatever happens. But yeah, we actually over it already. And yeah, the takeaway should be like don't rename branches. So yeah, and then actually recently I take the step like to clean the repository to have like the one great the format there. We actually applied the prettier, which actually helps like on the formatting and codes. Actually, we could be much more consistent, and we keep the linter to like have catching the bugs there. So actually, yeah, we probably can speak about it later. And then actually, yeah, we had like the whole new README. You can like probably see by yourself, and that's one you probably see somewhere. So actually, this is actually our current README, where actually we put there some repository statistic by the contributors, these lovely contributors. That's actually how our repository looks like right now, and the hard facts about the stuff and how much the rewards are inside there. So actually, we will be like vary up the more developers there. And that's for the README. And actually, yeah, we tackled some code issues, code smells, or whatsoever, and the functions. Actually, we should have like bit little performance code right now. And oh yeah, good news is actually that we plan right now. We have in lineup like a few good people from the universities. Like let me name it. What was the name? Was them? So like one university is like coming from the Waterloo. Then it's like the Penn, the Berkeley, Stanford, and MIT. And we get like the few interns in the, let's say, the interviews, and they would like be happily joining our team to help us on tackle few issues more. So actually probably can start bringing like the new developers in the house, which could be like on the recurring basis as well. And the best of it actually right now, we are thinking like putting few of our bigger issues on the Gitcoin. So actually we can like attract more developers to our Kodadot code base as well. Oh yeah, and the best of the migration to the Cloudflare was like that we sign up to their Cloudflare page's beta channel, because why not join beta channels, right? And but we actually somehow to break the building stuff, and our site stopped building for like 2 days, and they've been like investigating what was like around there, and the result is actually is building back. So actually it's like happily using again. So yeah, that's it. And I guess yeah, I can hand over the mic to the wiki probably. He should have something there, yeah. So wiki can go.
Yeah, thanks for the intro. As usual, it was packed with a lot of statistics, so happy to hear them. And regarding to the development of Kodadot, we made a couple of improvements regarding to the tech stack. And first, the biggest one was the Cloudflare workers. How does it work? It's a serverless function which is executed on the CDN by the Cloudflare, and it should be like super fast. And the first service we wrote is like a called durable JPEG, and we found out that on Kodadot, if you go to any page, and there are like a lot of high resolution pictures, which can have almost like 13 megabytes, and if you multiply it by 12, which is like the pictures per page, you get around 150 megabytes of content per one page. So it's literally huge. And if you have like super slow internet, you can make a coffee and then you can return and still it could be loaded. And therefore we decided to leverage the Cloudflare images. How does it work? We had to like download the whole Kodadot library, like only images, and it has around 113 gigabytes, so pretty huge. And then we have to re-upload it to Cloudflare. And when we upload it to Cloudflare, like the images, we we get a UUID, like unique universal identifier, which we have to store somewhere. So we use the durable object, which is basically the key value storage, which stores the UUID with the IPFS hash. So anytime you go to the Kodadot using this feature, you you just ask the durable object like what are the keys for the images, and you get the images in the resolution of 60 by 60 pixels. So much less storage to download for your browser. So it should be much faster. And the next service, as Val mentioned, we have the pinning. And pinning is a service similar to Pinata API, so for it's easy to use for developers, but it uses Estuary. And the good thing about Estuary is it's leveraging Filecoin, and basically you can store up to 32 gigabytes of content. And how does it work? You just get the key, the one-time key from the service, and you directly upload it to the IPFS or Filecoin. And then on the background, we create the metadata file and upload it to the blockchain. And the third service we have is the direct upload. And each time you use Kodadot, the image you stored is automatically also uploaded to the Cloudflare images for the best user experience possible. And new things regarding to the Kodadot, the story is already live, so you can try it and you will see like no difference. It's just faster and it's just faster. Then we made some cleaning and we refactored the collections. And also we found out that the first load on the landing page is pretty slow, and we changed the background image from the JPEG to WebP. WebP is the new format for web, and it takes like around 50% less than the original JPEG. So the first load on the landing page should be faster. And then we added the Jest. What's Jest? Jest is the unit testing framework. So we aim in Kodadot to make a good code and a clean code, and therefore we need to test a lot, like test a lot of features and a lot of functions which are implemented in Kodadot. So using Jest, we can test these functions or features, like using the tests. And also the last feature is fixed VR branch for Roncha, and therefore they can start working on the VR experience inside the Kodadot. Other things to mention, we have a lot of contributions by Leo. He contributed to the Rubik, which is the indexer by Subsquid, and he implemented the backend sorting. So whenever you go to the Spotlight or Series Insight, the data are automatically sorted on the GraphQL side. So you get the fresh data. And also he ran the linter and the prettier on our code base, so we have better developer experience and the code is more readable. And also, as you spotted on the Kodadot, we have the cookie banner, so we can have better analytics and to find out what's best for for the artist. Other good things to mention is contributions by Darshana or Prachi. She made a rewrite the history component. So when you scroll through the JPEGs on Kodadot, on the top right you see the clock icon, and yeah, you can see what you scrolled before. So it's pretty useful when you want to find JPEG you haven't buy already. Then we disable the pagination button. So if you have only one page on your profile, you won't see the pagination, which was like why you need that for just one page. And then the also super feature, you can store your Discord identity to the identity, like to the on-chain identity. So yeah, anybody can see and connect on the Kodadot Discord, like who you are, and take a chat about your JPEGs. And yeah, last things to mention, we have also the Bow repository. So it's like a repository with a lot of useful hacks. So when I wrote the whole downloader for the IPFS, I decided to make it like open source, because we believe in open source and everything is like written in Python, lot of hacks, and yeah, it was really nice to hack around it. So we will see a lot of more hacks in the bow. And yeah, I can pass the mic.
Sure. I think probably, and to close on the development, I think the Killian can say about the stuff. Like he's seen on the package maintaining, and he actually wrote the article like summarize our quartal progress. And I don't know which one to start. It's up to him. Yeah, he's here.
Sure. Regarding the
Good one.
first point, I just researched all the dependencies that we currently use on the NFT gallery repository, and checked up on like how well is the package maintained, are the contributors like have some, I don't know, sponsoring or some kind of monetary help. And then I also checked if like for the future, if we upgrade to Nux 3, if there are some packages that won't be supported. And yeah, I checked up on the health score. Yeah, that's right. Some stuff is in-house.
Actually, I would like to enter the reason we actually realized that it would be nice to explore these packages was like in last 2 weeks. What happened in the developer world? There was like one guy, this popular library called Faker.js, and he actually just brings some attention by introducing some really, let's say, the malicious code, and some packages actually stopped working. And he actually been asking about much better sponsoring or something like that, and found about it this utility called like Sneak Advisor, and it would be actually really nice to would like to be like anti-fragile in this and to prevent something could like happen for us a bit ahead, and rely on the better health score, and probably replace the packages we actually not are great there.
Yeah, because you can see like some packages have like several 100,000 downloads per month, and they get like no support. So some maintainers burn out, and yeah, but they have the responsibility to keep alive a whole ecosystem of other packages. So yeah, good to check up on them.
Yeah, actually, yeah. To be just honest, I just personally reached to the maintainers of the Vue and Vita. I would like as the Corrado probably to give back, but I guess would like also probably happy to sponsor some significant package, which actually should be like quite important for us or something like that. So yeah, we should like definitely would like to give back or something like that to do. So like the open source should like support the open source as well.
Mm-hmm. And then regarding the other point, I at the beginning of January, I wrote an article to recap the last quarter of 2021, just to collect all the stuff we implemented throughout the last 3 months of the year. And I would be happy, or I would be happy if you give it a read instead of me telling you about it. It's just a lot of stuff that has been going on behind the curtains in terms of code migration, but also all the features you see in the UI, or I don't know, and a lot of stats, a lot of stats from all the contributors and stuff like that. And now, and I fixed all the SEO and meta stuff, so we can actually share the right stuff on social media, right? I think it's also in the article, I guess. I don't know. And we communicate the right data to the Google crawler, to Facebook's Open Graph, the right Twitter meta tags, because before there was, I think, a lot of funky stuff going on, and that was because during the migration from Vue to Next, we kind of didn't migrate the way the meta tags are produced correctly. Yeah. And currently I'm just trying to tidy up the GitHub issues from the back. So I'm just finishing up some stuff from back in November that is still unfinished. Because I figured that some of the contributors just simply gave up on them, and I'm just checking up on them to see if I can fix them.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking like that. We are thinking like the label some issues like the stale one. Would like, for example, the toes actually been assigned and try to make it and didn't like, for example, make any PR in week or two. We should like reassign or mark it like for the attention or something like that. So actually, I think there's some integration for this. Would be nice if there's some the bot can take care of it or something like that. That would be nice.
That would be cool, yeah. But with the stuff from back in November, I figured that, well, nobody's gonna look at it anyways anymore. So I'm just fixing it.
Yeah. So actually, people are checking just the recently updated. I see. Yeah, we should like think about the close old ones and maybe condense them in the new ones or something like that. Yeah, that would be super nice. Yeah, and so anyone like can pick up on the article, and it will be linked in the note as well. So actually, it's a really nice writing by the Kilian, and then that's briefly put words what we've actually been working on that. So yeah, there's like a lot of nice stuff happening there, and I'm really super happy like that we're actually moving forward, and especially for the history component, it's a really nice one. And that actually we have like the new chart engine as well, and we have like the state mine, but I guess the wiki will write article about it, and we probably release it soon. And then actually we have like we started introducing the funky like the background from the Microsoft MS-DOS. So yeah, and then actually we have also the hover card, and then we have like introduced the interface settings. Actually, you can like fold some stuff, enable theater view, full descriptions of the NFTs, replace the buy with the yellow or hard prices in the gallery. But I guess this was like actually changed recently, and you can set the number of items there and the collections per page, etc. And basically, I would like to invite others developers to participate. As you may see, that this is for the recent November, December, that we have like a lot of issues are compounding, I would like to say, which actually needs to be tackled. And we have like also some really great numbers how we try to close PRs as fast as possible, and we have like a lot of the rewards. Actually been making numbers. We have like over 45k of the bounties there in our bounties, which is really nice. And yeah, we'd like to hire, so actually we're looking for a few people to join us as well. And yeah, basically that's it. I guess I can pass the mic for Damsky as well. He maybe want to speak.
All right, guys, thank you for passing the mic, and I'm also happy that you clarified a little bit on the development section, because I was also wondering when I missed the developer call, when you wanted to answer why is there actually still 500 issues in the on GitHub in our GitHub code. So we quite clarified the answer to it, so that's fine. And since last meta hours, I've managed to drop the GIF memes contest, and we've already had some guys like Deepologic or Ava or others put in some new GIF memes, which I pretty much used on Twitter also, and just wherever I feel like posting them, I just post them. So that's pretty nice. I would like to encourage everyone to make some funny memes. It's quite actually not that hard, and there is plenty of online service which can be used for like some GIF creations. So I would like to encourage everyone to try and do something, because most of them, I think all of them, will be rewarded by us. So that will be this one. And since we dropped the GIF memes contest, I don't even know actually how it happened, but I got sick. I got COVID, and it took me around 7 days or maybe 5 days to recover. And right now, after 10 days, I feel fully recovered. So I'm actually able to get to work properly. So one of the first things I did is to update the Kodadot FAQ, which was a little bit outdated. There were some obsolete questions, so I've tried to erase them and just add some new ones. It can be seen in the post I made, and will be nice to have some feedback on it, because maybe we'll be going through them a little bit, getting rid of some. And to move on, I've actually wanted to mainly work on the onboarding experience and on the language translation, because we have a goal to add 25 languages to our, so we can have Kodadot translated. And of course, all this like activity in regards to um, language translation will be also rewarded. So I will be making tutorial on how to actually fork a repository, how to choose your language, and how to commit a change and then make a pull request. It will be actually quite simple, quite simple tutorial, so everybody can edit the code even without some coding skills. So that will be one of the first things to do. And I have also acquired two candidates which will be fully testing the Kodadot product, and basically the whole page will be going through mins. We'll be asking those really stupid questions like what is that, why is that for here, and I will just be collecting all of the materials from them and then making a new issue, or just replying to the onboarding issue and just put in some feedback from people who never seen Kodadot and will be on the page for the first time, so we will have plenty of material for them from them. Also, this is like a little side event, and it's still plenty of days to come to June. But I'm actually part of organization team in Czech Republic, which will be making a crypto community conference, or just like a big meetup where all blockchains are welcome, and where we will basically be talking and having like the big conference for Czech Republic and Slovak native speakers. But it's in a week where there is also ETH Prague, and there will be plenty of side events. And this actually goes to Sama Prague, which will probably be uh, leaded led by us. While we were thinking to throw some side event, or just have a small conference, invite other projects from Sama community, and just meet up in the heart of Europe. So there will be definitely updates on that, and we would like to encourage everyone who is part of the community and who is spending time here with us, and everyone other, just to come to Czech Republic, to Prague, have a little peek on our town, and just spend some time with fellow Kodadoters. So yeah, I think that would be from me what I wanted to say, and I might be passing the mic to
Cool.
wow
Yeah.
again.
So it was really nice to hear you. And I would like to underline that we have like really the crazy idea that there is happening in the June, the Eat Prague, organized the people out there by the friends from the Pwn Bank, which are actually doing some really nice project with the NFTs. And there is like this UTXOs happening, and probably others B sides will be happening. We would like to come over as we are quite. It's not from far where we're actually living. They would like to throw some the Dotsama Prague and bring some more NFTs on board, new people, and bring some memes and all the good stuff. And yeah, we'd like to also looking forward to invite the people from the Dotsama community who could like the show up and probably can speak and tell a word or two about their project, what they're doing in the Polkadot ecosystem, and etc. So that would be really nice. And so yeah, but I think it's still in June, so we have like more than 5 months to go. And we probably would like to secure some bigger venue, something like for, I don't know, up to 100, 200 people. We'll see. So yeah. And I guess that's it. So actually, we are quite on time. And that very one lovely guy we have from the community here, we have like, where was it? Yeah, so actually the Metacolor would like to, oh no, actually the one min sir would like to tell us about the stuff they're actually preparing, and they will be like giving away some the eggs. So actually can like go on the stage and tell us about it. Maybe passing the mic to one min sir. He's ever. Yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, nice to meet you. It's my first Discord meeting.
Nice,
uh,
nice.
yeah. It was very interesting to hear all the stories, guys. And yeah, basically what we do, we're building the Mouse DAO project, and I think I see one of our members here with the mouse peak on the avatar. Okay, and so basically what we want to do is to build a kind of ecosystem of NFT microservices around the Kusama, particularly Remark protocol. So now we have like analytics tools. It's pretty similar to Kodadot, but I think we have a bit different direction of like development. So we're not planning to build like marketplace and all the stuff. So we want to make some supportive stuff like bots and also clear information. And now we have several NFT projects, those mouse DAO. So it's like mice, and this is our main collection. And we want to build a strong community that will like contribute to Kusama NFT space. And inside this mouse DAO community, we're building some different NFT projects and non-NFT projects. And one of them is Kubot. Now we recently made a live sale of Qbots X, which will grant the like hatching mechanic in future. I think in a week or so. And yeah, basically now we want to make a lot of collaborations with other projects to like to make the whole Remark community stronger, because I think it's a bit undervalued comparing to other blockchain communities as Solana, for instance. Yeah, and that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to answer or to ask. Sorry for my English.
Okay, so yeah, it was really nice. So I guess we will be like announcing some the tweets actually. People like giving away the Kubot's X, and would like happy to chat further about some of the collaboration. So yeah, this is like the start. I would like to also support the others actually building around the Remark protocol, and maybe later you will be like building the MetaPrime stuff as well. So it's really nice to hear more builders around.
Yeah, so may I jump in just for
Oh,
a
yeah.
quick question for When Mintzer? So if I just understand it correctly, then I can see that under Mouse DAO there will basically be several projects going out, and if, for example, some DAO members might be interested in some collection dropping, then it can be like, let's say, under Mouse DAO, and the projects can develop on that, and the members. Is that correct?
So basically, we were discussing this idea inside our team, but I think it might be possible we should like discuss it like in direct messages more precision. But that sounds interesting, and I think that should be the right model to build. So we could make a kind of developers community, so that like people could build their own projects with our support and with the support of all the other holders. I think this is the main idea of this should be the main idea of any DAO.
All
So
right,
if
thank you.
you have any ideas or proposals, feel free to contact me or any of our team members.
Yeah, I'm just I was having a look at your Discord, and I was just like thinking and wondering what was going to happen to the DAO, and what will be like some other stuff, that will be going out. So I'm just like excited about the project. It looks really good, and I like that there is plenty of eggs, so most of the people can actually get theirs. And I have seen that you have some sales and some like Twitter contests and stuff like that. So I quite like it.
Yeah, actually now we're building a verification bot, so that like other projects could make a holder role automated in their Discord. Like if you buy NFT, you get the role of a holder, and then you have some perks as a holder, like closed chats, voting rights, and all this stuff. So it's more like it will look more like DAO in such way. Yeah, that's a short part of our current roadmap.
Yeah, all right, amazing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I should pass the mic to someone else. If there's
Yeah, thank you. So it's actually, if anybody have like any questions or have like any curious the question when something or so, just let us know. I think this is like the time you can like ask it, so you can like go on. And
Yeah, I was also wondering, because I got this question by somebody in the chat. Is it possible to, because I couldn't see it on my page. Is it possible to delete collection first? That's first question. And second, if it ever will be possible to move NFTs from one collection to another. Is it planned?
I guess maybe Wiki can speak.
Yeah, yeah, regarding to the deleting collections, it's pretty funky because the Remark protocol has something called the change issuer. So what it means that you can pass the collection to the someone else theoretically, but practically how is it going in Ethereum ecosystem? You just give it to the zero address, like the address with all zeros. So it's like invalid address in Ethereum, but in Polkadot the zero address is still valid. Like there is account which has like public key with all zeros, so it's pretty funny. So we are thinking how to like change the issuer to someone who does not exist. Basically it would be the hack.
So, but if I got you right, you need some address that is not existing. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, or upgrade the Remark protocol that can support like delete the collection.
But actually, you can create some address and like
Yeah,
lose
it's
on it.
oh okay. Oh, okay, that's possible. Good idea. I'll create the issue.
Yeah, so you just basically create a blank address and just move collection to the address where you don't want to use it, basically.
Yeah, for now, yes, but we can create like the common address, which will be like the bin for deleted addresses, like deleted collections or unwanted collections. It could be the hack.
Yeah, all right. And
The-
and the
So there will
moving.
be one button on Kodadot which basically says delete collection, and it moves your collection to the like that lost
Yeah,
bin address.
yeah, I think that would be pretty useful. And also, I'm not sure if this is connected, but would it be possible to like move one NFTs from one collection to another, like basically for whatever reason? This is
Actually, you can burn and mint. So burn in one collection and mint inside another collection.
yeah, all right.
Those are not the optimal ways to do that, but these are like some gimmicks you can use.
Okay.
So I guess that's pretty much that's it, because yeah, we actually set some goal like for the previous meta hours that would like to keep it under 1 hour, like keep it as dense as possible and not like have making the long recordings. So I guess yeah, thanks everyone for coming, and hope you like seeing on the next meta hours. And yeah, I guess it's really lovely music probably next time as well, and seems like it makes the conversation going much better or so. And yeah, when you have like more questions, you can feel free pick around in our Discord. Oh yeah, and the bigger one, the celebration to the D14 is actually helping us on the recording of the calls. It actually help us the boost server, and finally we got like reached the boosted servers as well. So we actually have finally the 180 links for our Discord, which is actually discord.gg/Kodadot. And yeah, we probably will be celebrating later somewhere. And that's it. So actually, if everyone is hearing this from the recording, thank you, and feel free to come join over to Meta Hours 4th edition, which should be like held in 2 weeks or so. And you probably can share some new numbers from the new deployment, etc. So yeah, cool. So see you around.
See you around. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.